What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. I have a lot in store for the video today. So if you can't tell by the title, well, I got a new toy. And I think it's going to be pretty fun to see what we can do with it here in the future. So I might as well go ahead and show you. I got a powder coating kit. As you can see, I got the Eastwood system, the dual voltage version. I've already cracked the box open, but let's go ahead and open it up. And here we go. So these are a couple extra bits I got because I got the actual kit. So this is just a filter / water separator, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's just a filter, but it could be a water separator as well. And as you can see, I already have one hooked up to a regulator that I'm already going to be using, and that just screws onto the end of the gun. So let's open her up some more. Set that down. So here you have the main component. You have the gun. As you can see down here at the bottom is where you're going to put the filter and the regulator. And then if we pull that out, pull this cardboard out, we have the rest of it. So we have the box that will do the voltage system to create the electrostatic charge that will go to the part so that the powder will stick on. But yeah, this is what we're working with. So that's only the first part of the system. The second part of a powder coating system besides the gun is you need an oven. So what did I do? Well, I went out and bought an oven, and it was pretty cheap, I will admit. It was a cheap oven, but I mean, we're not looking for anything that looks nice. I just need something that will heat up to the right temperature and will do the job. So here we go. We have our oven. This is the oven, this is it. There's nothing too fancy about it. I mean, open it up, lights up. It's a standard oven that you have in your kitchen, a range oven. As you can see, everything works, nothing fancy. It is beat up, but I mean, again, we don't need anything fancy. Like, and it's already clean on the inside, so we don't have to worry about that. I already tested it and it works, and I'm just ecstatic to have this oven because this means that we can do a lot of things with it. I can open up headlights if I want to in the future. That would be good. And we can do some powder coating, and I'm really looking forward to the powder coating. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I have finally gotten around to doing it, so I'm excited to start this process off. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get everything set up. I had everything connected before, but I did not have any Teflon tape on anything. So that's what we're going to work on next. It is pink. We ran out of the white, so we're going to be using pink Teflon tape. So first thing we're going to do is look and see which way the valve goes. So you can see there's the arrows and they're pointing this way. So we are going to have the quick disconnect go where the entrance is. Make sure we have the arrows pointed in the right direction. And screw her on. If I can get the thread started at least. There we go. And that will create a nice leak-free seal. So then we can take a wrench to it and lock her down. Alright, so now we have the quick release in. So now we are going to do the same thing to this. So put Teflon on here, thread it into the regulator, and we should be good. Alright, so now we can thread it on. And that should create for a leak-free seal. Alright, and there we go. We got everything hooked up. Have the quick disconnect, the regulator, the filter, and then the gun. So everything on this end, at least pneumatically, is ready to go. I have my first two parts that I'm going to powder coat here. These are just a couple brackets. We're not going to use them for anything really, so it's the perfect test bench to do. All we have to do is wipe them down clean, hang them, and then we can start spraying with the powder. The next step is to clean them. So what I'm going to clean them with is some acetone. I'm just going to put them on a rag and wipe it down. Alright, so now the parts are hung and they're clean and they are basically ready to rock and roll. So if you look, they're hanging quite nicely, just chilling, And if you notice, we put some blocks of wood on our two stands, so on our 3-point stand and our transmission jack. We did that so there wouldn't be a charge associated with the two stands, because we don't want any of the powder sticking to them. So that's the reason why they're like that, and hopefully you guys won't make that mistake. And now with the parts clean, we can go ahead and start our oven. Go ahead and bump her up to 425. Get her started. Alright, so we're ready to put our powder in. I've already started, but I guess I forgot to hit the record button. We'll try this out for right now, so maybe 1/8 of the bottle. If I did forget to hit record, we are pretty much ready to go now. Just loading the gun up. Have everything ready, so there's the gun. Go ahead and load the powder in. It's good. And we are pretty much ready to go. Also, if you noticed, I took the little tip off of the gun. That really just blocks the airflow, or the powder flow I should say, coming out the nozzle. We want it to go straight because we're not going into any like tubes or anything, so yeah, that's why it looks like that. So I have everything set up and ready to go. All I should have to do is press the button and pull the trigger. I don't know if it's going to get any better than that.
Let's put it in there and see how it flows.
I mean, that was a hard part to clean as well. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll try it out. The oven's already up to temperature, so I'm going to go ahead and open it before I bring the part over. Go grab that real quick. Go ahead and take my ground off. And this part's really important. You got to make sure you don't touch it whatsoever right now. Now the part I hate, trying to put this dang thing in the oven. It goes in the other way. Talk about an audible. There we go. Alright. So now we got that in there, we will wait for it to flow out, and that should take about 5 minutes. So flowing out is when it starts looking glossy and sort of looks like what paint should when it's wet. And once that happens, we'll come back and check on it to see what the temperature is. The temperature of the part should be about 400 degrees Fahrenheit of the actual part itself. So I have an infrared thermometer that we're going to check the part in 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We just wait now. It's a waiting game. So we're going to put the timer on for 4 minutes. And wait. Alright, so the oven's going off. Now let's check on the parts. Ooh, and they are starting to get a sheen to them. You can't really see it on film. Yeah, there you go. They're starting to gloss. Alright, so we got the thermometer. And it's reading 360. You can't see it on camera. 350, 370, 380. We're going to say that's close enough. So we're going to go ahead and drop it down to 400. Drop it down to 400, and we're going to start our timer for 20 minutes. And there we go. So now we wait. Just like that, the parts are done, and ooh, they are looking good. So this is going to be hot. Alright, there's our parts. Go ahead. Alright, and there we go. So if you look at it, this is looking good. It is nice and glossy, and I am actually really impressed with the finish on it. This one is not as good in coverage in the middle. I think I had a little, or I think I struggled to clean it a little bit, but it doesn't look bad. It looks fantastic. There you go. Now you can see the shine on it. And that looks really good. It is super slick, and I keep on saying it, but I'm really impressed with it. It looks good. There you go. You can see it shine. Hard to believe that, really. Okay guys, so I'm back in the garage, and the parts should be cool enough now to where I can go ahead and take them off, and that's what I'm going to do. That way we can take a closer look at them and see how well they came out, really. The first piece looks really good. So I have just taken the parts off the rack, and here you can sort of see what the parts look like. They are extremely glossy, and they just look really, really good. Like, I'm really impressed with it. I'm trying to shine the flashlight on it so you guys can see better. This one I did have some issues with. I don't think I prepped the area as well as I should have, and that's why if you look there, you can see where it's still kind of raw metal. It didn't really, the powder didn't stick too well when I was applying it. Now if we look at the sides did a really good job. Or if we go to this bottom section, the bottom is perfectly black and it just looks amazing, and I'm really happy with it. Same thing on here. Look at the sides, and the sides look really, really good. So overall, I think I did a pretty good job for the first time. Obviously, it's going to take a little more work to get done, but I mean, that's what it's all about. You got to practice and, you know, get better at it. So, I mean, really, I think for the first time, not too bad. Maybe do a little bit better prepping and see if I can get better results. I mean, that's really what it's all about. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a really fun time learning and seeing if I could powder coat in general for the first time, and as we have seen, I have potential to powder coat. I did get my first part done, and it didn't look that bad, so really all I can do now is improve on what I've done, learn from my mistake. I really want to do better and make parts that I can put on the truck and be proud of, and this is just one step towards that. So I'm taking steps in the right direction and learning, and hopefully I can get it done and finally start making some parts for the trucks. And as I usually say, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one.